Right, so today we are starting a brand new series on nightmare roommates. Now, as one of 9 kids, I grew up in a full house and I've had a lot of roommates since I left home for university. So I've seen some things in my time, but it is nothing on what we're about to see in today's video. So let's get straight into it. My roommate is a hoarder. This is the living room. We each pay the same amount, but 2 of us can't access the living room. It's impossible to walk into it. Trying to get out ASAP. No way. I thought this was going to be the bedroom because I thought this was going to be the bed in the post, and they were just going to be like, oh, my roommate's room is filled with stuff, which is annoying, but it doesn't really impact you. But this, however, in a shared public space is insane. I mean, it's very well organized. If this was a house move, they'd be doing a great job. Usually when you watch hoarders programs, there is just like food and mold and rotting stuff everywhere and dirty clothes and dishes and all that kind of stuff. This is at least clean, but I don't really know how much better that is. If I was this person's roommate, I'd just be like, right, well, you're paying a massive chunk of the rent because you are occupying the entire sitting room and I can't even fit in there. Oh, all this, just put it in their bedroom whilst they're out. He keeps his bedroom locked and it's also a mess with no space in there. To be honest, I think this kind of thing genuinely could be a mental illness. I think tidying the boxes just addresses the symptoms of the problem. Maybe if they really wanted to help, they should sign them up to therapy. Alright, next. Is this not an odd way to contact someone looking for a room? This guy hit me up today offering a room. I thought his response was oddly written and kind of seemed passive aggressive / predatory. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but definitely gave me a weird vibe. I've seen stuff on Craigslist like this where people rent out rooms asking for services rather than money in exchange for rent. And I can definitely imagine a lot of landlords in similar positions are looking for the same thing, but less explicitly. Anyway, I looked at his ad on his page and the place looks nice, but very off at the same time. He has a shower curtain of himself and his basketball team. That's kind of funny. Luckily, I have many more options and I'm not in a position to need a place right away. Just thought I might share to get other people's opinions on this. Alright, so what's he saying? Hello, I'm blah 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 from roomies.com. Got a huge house, got a big room available in my house in Davenport, Florida. Of course, it's a Florida man with a TV, fully furnished, big games room, movie room, small music studio, building a podcast studio, and as well, he's getting a podcast.
Not another one? Oh, for God's sake, I can't stand this.
A huge pool and a jacuzzi. This sounds like the sickest house ever, by the way. I'm a personal trainer and a licensed sports full body oil massage therapist, basketball coach. I feel like licensed massage therapist would have been enough. Full body oil massage is a bit sensual for my liking. House is in Davenport, Florida. Great area, drama free, no smoking or drugs allowed. I do month to month lease. Honestly, the oil massage thing was kind of weird, but the rest of it sounds sick. Hey, I appreciate you reaching out. Sounds like an awesome place, but I'm looking to stay in the blah 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 area. I'll keep your contact, and if anything changes, I'll let you know. Thanks again and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Damn, that sucks. You would have loved it here. Would have. Terrible. Plus, great perks of me being a personal trainer and a licensed full body oil massage therapist you would have enjoyed after a long day. Yeah, definitely getting kind of creepy vibes here. Weird thing to say to a stranger. After 2 or 3 dates, maybe, but in a text to a potential roommate? Odd. But then again, from the way this guy lives his life, he seems like the chillest dude ever. Maybe I'm doing my classic giving people too much of the benefit of the doubt, but maybe he could just be great at giving massages. I feel like he's either going to be an absolute creep or just one of those like really wholesome sweet people with just not a lot going on up there. Though this person is almost certainly right to not find out the hard way. I'm sorry, but if anyone ever says to you not only once but twice that they're a full body massage oil therapist and you don't think that's odd, you should run, girl. Should have just ignored and blocked the first message. Feeding into it only lets them know you're real and the phone number is real. More reason for them to search you online and possibly contact you alternatively. Weird. The whole first message just says I'm going to constantly try to hook up with you, and if you don't, I'll kick you out. Oh dear. The funny thing is, I'm a guy. I mean, not that gay people don't exist, so it still could be predatory, but I could so see a licensed massage therapist just being like, come get a full body oil massage, bro.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, you know what? Saying it, maybe I'm completely wrong here. That did not sound like something homies would do. Well, dude, I got even worse news for you. That makes what I said even more true. Well, maybe less likely to be like contacted outside of what's already done, but 100% a gay dude wanting to try to trap someone in housing. Spends his day fantasizing and playing with younger guys, fun stuffs. Jeffrey Dahmer vibes. I genuinely would be, I'm just going to be a victim one day of something. Just giving someone the benefit of the doubt and being like, you know what, this guy sounds like a ball of fun. Next thing I know, I'm all oiled up against my will, being eaten alive. Alright, I'm sure you've all dealt with this. I live with 4 other people in a rooming house. I decided to see what would happen if I stopped taking the garbage out. I've been putting my kitchen garbage in plastic shopping bags bags and putting it in the bin outside. Everyone else just kept compacting the contents of the can when it got full, but they eventually resorted to constructing a garbage tower. Everyone in the house knows there's a box of trash bags in the cabinet right next to the garbage can. We have well over 100 left. This throws me straight back to being at uni. I feel like if you're in a house of 4, trash builds up really quickly. I don't know why I'm saying trash like I'm an American.
Trash, dog.
But I feel like when you're in a bigger house like that, everyone kind of gets into the, oh, well, if no one else is going to do it, I'm not going to be the one to. And that's when you end up with stuff like this. We just ended up figuring it out by giving everyone a roster and splitting up the chores. Like one person's dishwasher, one person's bathrooms, one person's bins, that kind of thing. And then if the bathroom's clean and the dishwasher's done, but the bins are still full, you know exactly whose fault it is and who's slacking. I think you're doing the right thing, someone said. Continue with this and don't let up. Just admire the tower and know your roommates are lazy POSs. See, it's so much easier said than done, because as much as you'd want to do something like that, bins, when they fill up, first of all stink, but also attract like ants and rats and stuff like that. So you can be like, oh, don't let up and admire the tower. But when there are rats in your apartment and ant trails everywhere, and especially in summer, the place starts absolutely stinking of rotten food, it's impossible to deal with. Feel like you're better off just having a meeting and nipping in the bud as soon as possible. I mean, fair. If my roommate met you on Tinder, you have no right to go through my fridge. Get your own food, ho. Very fair, but how often is the roommate having Tinder hookups where the other roommate felt the need to put up one of these? I mean, fair play to the guy, he's evidently got game, and fair play to this roommate because that's so valid. Though the hoe might have been a little bit unnecessary. I get it. My roommate once brought home a woman he met on Tinder. She cleaned out a whole fridge. At first I thought that meant like, oh, cleaned it out as in like took everything out and cleaned it, which obviously wasn't the case. She used the bags we keep under our sink and had her friend pick her up with everything from our fridge. She even stole the butter and ketchup bowls. What the f***? I wonder if she was even interested in the hookup in the first place, or whether this is her like modus operandi of getting shopping done. Like when she's running low on groceries, she just whips Tinder out again. Like, oh damn, we're out of milk. Right, I'm off to shag someone again. Oh no way, someone replied that's egregious, and they replied it was crazy and made us angry at the time, but in the end it was a good story. The funniest part was that my roommate didn't even get to seal the deal, so they probably got groceries in return for being wined and dined. That was a terrible trade deal.
The worst trade deal ever made.
What the? My male roommate, who I barely speak to, asked me for sex. Literally out of nowhere. What the hell? I feel so disgusting and like I can't even be comfortable in my own house, which is very valid. He's done weird stuff before, like touch my tattoo without asking, wonder where the tattoo is, and asking me to scratch his shoulders at like 3 a.m. That's so bizarre, but I just blame that on him drinking every day. He stays in his room and loudly hooks up with his incredibly annoying girlfriend Diane all day and night. So he's got a girlfriend as well. Then I asked if he's cool with me watching my friend's dog, and this was his reply. Yuck, what the? Hey, are you okay with me watching the dog for one more week starting Wednesday? I won't be watching her again anytime soon because I'm so over it, lol. But I know she likes to bark at you for no reason, so I'll only watch her again if you're cool with it. No worries if you're not into it. That's such a nice, respectful message. It's all good, thanks for asking. That will cost you a drink, lol. Okay, not the craziest response. Lol, my next batch of Truly's cucumber lime is yours. Lol, as long as you drink with me, haha. Okay. Lol, we'll have to see about that. I don't think we have similar drinking schedules. My drink schedule is every day. I'm guessing that's what the actual person meant, but fine. Lol, I don't know about you. Lol, mine is definitely not. Same with most people. That's fine, lol. A bit of a period. Maybe we can work out some time out, lol. Okay. Lol, you have an extra treadmill. And he reacted with a question mark, like, huh? I don't do treadmills. Full stop, laughing emoji. I do, however, do a different kind of cardio, ... lol. Crazy when you've got a girlfriend. I'm good. I don't know how Diane would feel about all that, though. Oh, such a valid reply, by the way. Just dropping like a, you have got a girlfriend, and no. Very succinct, very efficient. Touche. Want me to ask her? Lol. Oh my goodness. I mean, he's basically proposing a threesome here, isn't he? Which I guess would be more acceptable if the girlfriend was already on board. Not really something you ask before you have that conversation with your partner. But again, no thank you, just not interested. It's fine, I understand. Nice chat, lol. Yeah, this line, I swear, in the like weirdos of Tinder, this kind of stuff comes up on those like Tinder subreddits all the time that we can work out sometime. Winky emoji, lol. And it just never seems to work. And understandably so. And I mean, that's the case when two people have like swiped right on each other on a dating app. This is just two roommates. I mean, it's creepy and weird, but I guess he's just shooting his shot. No, I don't think I can even give this guy the benefit of the doubt. This whole thing is just way too weird. And with someone you live with as well, like if it's a friend, the friendship can be awkward and ruined, but like, you know, You can go your own separate ways and, you know, spend some time apart. When you live with each other and you're like, oh, brilliant, the person who lives like 2 doors away, probably with no locks, wants to hook up with me and I'm not down and we barely speak and he's got a girlfriend and they're always hooking up loudly and evidently will have given no reason for him to ask this because this person could not be less interested. Delusional and creepy. What a shame. It's almost like the dog is not barking at him for no reason. She clearly senses the evil.
Animals can sense evil.
Oh, what the hell? This thing's common. I empathize with you so much right now. Last month, my roommate literally begged me for sexual favors in the hallway outside my room. He had the nerve to say things like, if I wanted to do X, I would, as if that would be comforting. Like he's such a good guy for not doing it. What the f***? Is that him bragging about not doing a crime? The bar for this guy's own standards is in hell. And when he dies, I would not be surprised if he was right there alongside it. I lock my door every night now. Good choice. I hope you will do the same. I hope that's the beginning and the end of that embarrassing behavior. That is terrifying. Just so creepy. Oh, the stories just don't stop. I had a male roommate like this. I originally lived with my boyfriend and his best friend. We broke up, he moved out, and I stayed there and lived with his best friend. He tried hooking up with me multiple times. Where is your loyalty, man? He even told me my ex was dating the girl he cheated on me with, then proceeded to continue pouring glasses of wine for me, kissing me, and then got confused when I said no. So he thought getting her drunk and making her feel shit about herself was the play to hook up with her, and then got confused when she turned him down. When you read stuff like this, you really just do have to think that this has to be at least partly, or at least in some of these stories, brain rot from adult content. Like that just sounds like the storyline from a really cheap adult video. And these weird little incels that like never really interact with other humans are just so shocked when it just doesn't go how they imagined it going, having seen it on a creepy website before. Anyway, he'd be really nice for a few days and then ask over text if I changed my mind. When I'd say no, he would freak out. Hide shared items, TV remote what the f***? Trying to hook up with your housemate, them saying no and then hiding the Hoover. That is so bizarre. And then call me a bitch or whatever as an insult. Wow, there is such a nice guy's crossover with this subreddit. He also never cleaned or did his dishes and left pee in the toilet when he moved out and neglected his dog. This is like the icing on the piece of shit cake. What the hell? Flatmate fingered my dessert again. What kind of American Pie shit is this? After confrontation, I have a new window design. What? He goes into the kitchen at night and eats with his fingers things in the fridge. It's just rude and disgusting. Oh, not someone else. That's so disgusting. I mean, I have no idea what that dessert is, but it doesn't really look like the kind of thing I'd want to run my finger through and lick after. The fact that this is again as well, like this has happened before. Like, how do you manage to lack this much respect for someone you live with? Oh, and that's the new window design. Nice. Got him. I mean, I don't actually know what that really accomplishes. I don't really think that's good payback, but if it made you feel better, more power to you. Oh, it was a plum Christmas dessert they made with chestnuts. Ugh, he eats everything and drinks mayonnaise or yogurt from the bucket and refills it with water. I'm guessing English isn't their first language, because unless mayonnaise or yogurt comes in a bucket in a different country. I mean, I think some countries do like bags of milk, so that actually wouldn't surprise me. We have little kind of buckets of peanut butter here. Well, hopefully that's the only thing he's secretly fingering at night. And on those absolutely appalling final words, if you enjoyed today's video and want me to continue the series, let me know in the comments down below and make sure you're subscribed so you can catch the next one. Oh, and thanks for watching. Bye.